Yachtly Crew. This is the yacht rock band that I'm in, Yachtly Crew.
That's the
And
next question I had for you. I want to talk about Yachtly Crew. See, you're just see what happens when you let energy flow.
yeah,
It just
yeah,
things happen the way you wanted them to happen anyway. Yes,
it's
I was gonna
beautiful. It's
ask you about
beautiful. It
Yachtly
just
Crew. Man,
what's
tell us
so
about Yachtly Crew.
we'll talk about utopian societies. What this is doing is it's a beacon. Like this band, I never realized would become a beacon for bringing out because these are all love songs. These are
Yeah.
all you know it's about couples. It's about just being
70s and
good to one
80s
another.
soft rock is my jam.
Oh,
Like
and it's
that's
so
my
cool.
heart cuz my dad was like in college he was Led Zeppelin, he was the Eagles, he was Eric Clapton. Like that's my love. My passion is 70s and 80s rock.
And especially now because people are not anymore singing these songs unapologetically or have to
Yes.
they're now singing them loud with other people. They're screaming along with these songs with each
Yes.
other. There have been people who met each other on the dance floor that continue to date. We keep seeing them at the
Yeah,
shows,
oh I
and
love
it's like
that.
there's a guy who proposed to his fiancee on the dance floor. We handed him the
Oh,
cordless
that's
mic. We
so
shined the spotlight on him.
cool.
We've played weddings, and it's like Mario Lopez is now friends with us. Michael
Oh, that's
Rosenbaum
awesome.
from Smallville. Craig Robinson from The Office.
Oh,
Uh, some of these really want. Oh, Jim Belushi, which was crazy because when I was in the
shut up.
Jim Belushi, and he
Shut
came
your
out to see it
freaking
at the
mouth.
Viper Room.
You shut your beautiful mouth.
It's blowing me away. He's
That's
well, and this is the
so
other thing too. Now there's a
crazy.
guy on this reality show, Vanderpump Rules. Vanderpump Rules. There's a guy on there.
Yeah.
We sent him. He would come out to our shows. We sent him and his crew a whole bunch of Yachtly Crew T-shirts, and now it's airing apparently, and he's wearing our shirt on his shows.
Oh my
So like
God,
it's
I love
it's
that.
blowing my mind. It's blowing my mind. And this is the crazy thing. So we signed with this group called TKO.
Okay.
That with their management, and then one called Spectacle Entertainment. And one thing that
Okay.
I thought was really cool, the guy who's helping us out, our agent, his name is Jim Lenz, and he's with TKO. So we have Jim Lenz, we have Lens, and we have Spectacle. And I'm like, guys, Lens and Spectacle, we gotta pay attention to
2020.
this. In
Yeah.
Lens, and
I love it.
so these guys, they've like who was it? So this little guy, Andy Gould with Spectacle, he has helped out. Like he's worked with Lionel Richie and Megadeth and all these like I don't even know, Cinderella, and I don't know, a bunch of different Puddle of Mud, and I'm trying to think of these different bands,
What?
but like these people saw us. They will come out to the Viper Room. Oh, the guy who owns the Wynn Hotel, Steve Wynn, he
Yeah.
came out to see us at the Viper Room.
Shut
He
the
saw us at the Viper Room.
What?
It's exploding my brain the way that this thing is affecting the populace. And
That
so
is
we had
you
this,
guys are a rocket ship. You are a
and you know
rocket
what? And
ship.
I have it all to attribute to the fact that we're putting out it's all the good vibes. Like that to
It's good
me,
vibes.
it's like it's showing us that, instead of going, everybody, we're so cool, instead of that kind of mentality, it's like, you are so cool. All
Yes.
of you are beautiful. All of
Yeah.
you are beautiful. It's putting it right back out on the audience. It's putting it
It's
right
a
back out there.
transference of energy.
Yes.
It's a shit. I love that you guys, like Yachtly Crew, totally embodies the beauty of the shared energy of entertainment. Whether it's
Oh,
going
it
to
is.
a movie, whether it's going to a concert, because I've been to a concert where I'm like, I stand up and I have someone tap me on the shoulder and be like, "Could you sit down?" And I'm like, I am getting my groove on, like seriously, but it's like, come on, it's like embrace the shared experience, and you guys do that so well. You're
Thank you
harnessing the
so much.
energy of the shared entertainment experience,
Oh
man.
my gosh. And we were so excited because oh my gosh, they lined up all these dates throughout this year. Okay. We were supposed to play on the Queen Mary on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh
We
my
were
God.
like, we're supposed to play in New York. We're supposed to play in New Jersey. And I hope they haven't yet canceled our date in Chicago. That's my homeland, And so we're supposed to play out
You're
there.
supposed to play in Chicago?
Yes.
Shut
And I'm
the
like,
front door. Oh
I can't
man, I
believe it. So
hope you guys get to do that.
I hope so too. I hope so too, because they canceled. It was, we call it the Batten Down the Hatches tour, and little did we realize that when we name it that,
Classic
this is.
Curt with his Chicago accent. Oh man,
Well,
you
what I
and those
found was so,
bears.
what I thought was so strange was, so batten down the hatches, like that term, when you think about it, like I started thinking about it and I'm like, whoa, maybe this was a strange, like maybe we shouldn't have called it the Batten Down the Hatches tour, because everyone now is batten down the hatches. Okay, everyone now is batten down the hatches. Think about that. Like on a ship, they're like, oh my God, the waves are too crazy, batten down the hatches, we got to get down in there. The tornado's coming, hide down, batten down the hatches, we're going down in the root cellar. Little
Right.
did we realize that everyone really actually, that has actually become a theme for what's going on. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
guys, maybe let's like rename it then. Like maybe we could rename it and maybe we'll change the
Right.
consciousness of what's going on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
just a side note that I
Isn't
saw. And I
that
was
isn't
like,
that
kind
isn't
of
that
strange.
interesting how things get kind of foretold?
Yeah.
I love that you guys have skyrocketed, but what I love the most is because so far I haven't seen you guys live, even though I keep trying to and things keep falling apart, but they're going to come together once this pandemic is over and I'm going to see you live, doggone it. But I love watching videos of you guys, and what I love the most is the crowd. You guys lift the crowd, and music is so important, but carrying the energy of a shared experience is so important, because you don't know who's in that crowd that's like a caregiver for someone at home who has cancer and this is their one night off and they just want to freaking rock and they just want to get out and have a good time. You don't know who's like, I want to propose right now, will it be the right moment? Or who's like, this is my first time out in a year, like I really need this positive energy, or those songs, how the songs just bring people back. That's what I love about what you guys are doing.
Man, it's like, it's so beautiful. Like the stories that I hear from some of these people are like, I mean, there will be like people who come up to me and tell me that like this is music that they would share with their dad, and their dad just recently died, and they're telling me these stories, and I'm like, dude, had we decided not to follow through with this dream and decide to push forward with this thing, I would not hear this story right now, and you would not be able to recover the wonderful tender moments, those wonderful memories that you had with your dad, listening to this music. And oh God, man, it's like, it's so beautiful. The stories that I hear, I think what I really love the most is the joy that comes across from this. Like when I see togetherness, I like even something like Lord of the Rings, where they're joining together and they're like, and he's like, and you can have my axe. I'm crying tears of joy because I'm seeing these people come together, because there's this love, there's this like, we're in it together, and we're gonna go forward, and we're gonna make something awesome. We're gonna work on this thing together, and it's like, it's bigger than us, man. It's bigger than us, and so I think like when you can do what you can with what you got during this pandemic, what we've started doing, and like thank God, we call him Baba Booey. Okay, so each of us have a name in the band. So there's Sailor Hawkins, who's behind the drums. There's Baba Booey. There's Philly Ocean, who's on vocals. There's Pauly Shores on the saxophone. There's Tommy Bowie, who's on guitar, and I'm Stoney Shores. So that it's like a family band.
I freaking love it.
It's a family band.
Oh,
and it's
I love
so
it.
Cool because Howard Stern's so Baba Booey, the guy who plays guitar, or bass, he's a huge Howard Stern fan. And on Howard Stern, there's the guy Baba Booey, and I remember saying to these guys, I'm like, who knows, someday we might be playing for Howard Stern himself someday. Who knows? Well, little did we realize that the Baba Booey guy was actually in town and saw us play at the Viper Room. We had the real Baba Booey in the house, and the Baba Booey who's inspired by him up on stage.
Oh my
gosh!
Like,
there's so much of this crazy stuff that goes on. Like there's just like. It blows my mind when I see like just like the Cubs thing we mentioned a bit ago, you never know. You never know what's going to come peeking its face out of nowhere. You never know how the universe is going to go. Hey, guess what? Here's another gift. Here's another gift.
Yeah.
You know, isn't that funny? It's funny.
Yep.
When you place the thing in your brain of going, I'm going to change the world, and everyone's going to listen to what I got to say. Well, then that's a different kind of energy. That's like you're forcing it.
Yeah.
But when it's going, what can I do to brighten your day? What can I do to help you maximize your best potential? What can I do to help encourage you? You know, and it's like, whoa, you don't realize that the cool guy thing becomes now a byproduct, an accidental byproduct. That when that's not even concerned for, that becomes an accidental byproduct. And it's like, what the heck? These people are telling me I'm back there behind the keyboard. I don't think anybody can see what I'm doing. But I hear people telling me, they're like, you're my spirit animal. You know, you're my spirit animal. I'm like, well, let's take a photo together. And I'm like, this is crazy. How do you even see what I'm doing back there? It's dark in there. We got smoke.
You're my spirit animal.
Oh my God.
I love it.
Oh my God. It's like, oh my God, man. Oh man. It's like, it's just one of the best things ever. It's one of the best things ever.
So
it's one of the best things ever. Oh my God. If there ever were an inspiration for anyone to get in the bands, you know, sure, we always heard all the time of people going, well, you know, I got into a band because I wanted to get the girls, or I wanted to be in the band because, you know, I wanted people to listen to me, or, you know, whatever that ego type of stuff was.
Yeah.
If it leads with the idea of truly wanting to help enhance people's lives, and really see them encouraged to be the best version of themselves.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It takes far less energy. And you know what? The energy goes even farther than you could have ever anticipated.
Yep.
The first kind of energy is pushing a rock up a hill. You know, Sisyphus. Pushing it up the hill, it falls down. Pushing up the hill, it falls down. Mm-hmm. But when you are just putting out the good vibes and the love, guess what? You don't have a mountain anymore. You got people who want to get out the pickaxes and carve a path through the middle of the frickin' mountain in front of you. That. It's no longer this thing of like, I got to get it up there. I got to be king of the hill. No, man. Yeah. No. It's about connecting with people where they're at, where you're at. And then just going on it together. It's like,
the gift is in the midst of service. That's where the gift is.
Yes.
Is when you serve, like when people, the Bible says it's better to give than to receive. And that's just not just like a greeting card thing. That is truth.
Oh, yeah.
Giving an experience to someone, giving it the freedom, like when you invite the crowd to sing, because you know how somebody wants to sing along, but it's like, unless the artist is like, come on, sing the lyrics with me, then it gives you permission to be like, and I just can't live without you. You know, like it's like when you give me the permission to do what I really want to just belt this out, bro. Like, I know you're the star. I know you're the one with the mic. But this is my jam, and I just want to belt this out. And it's like when you give me that gift of like, come on, sing with me, you're like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a gift.
It's one of my favorite things
to give to others.
It's beautiful because, so everyone in the band, they got, well, except me, but the other guys, they got cordless, they got wireless microphones and stuff. So Philly Ocean will go off the stage and he'll sing songs with people. Sometimes he'll put the microphone up to him and let them sing.
I love
and that's
it.
That little tiny gesture, we have no idea how far that goes. We have no idea how much that affects that person.
You know, just guys get that energy every night, and they're like, this is my chance. And to just give that energy. Energy is a gift. Like, to give that energy to someone, because that excitement, that bravado, that like spotlight, it just, you don't know if they're an accountant sitting at their desk all day typing, and it's like, I go and I got the mic on me, man, and I was belting out Hotel California, and you know, like that's it. And also the cool thing about the shared experience is that you're creating a memory, and memories are so powerful. Memories can transform. Memories can bring you out of things. It's like when you hear a certain song, and that's another thing I was going to ask you is, as you guys play so many songs, I was going to ask you what your favorite song is, because Cause song, like you said, the guy with his dad, like the songs bring you memories. Like,
It's a
what's a
time travel
song that
device.
you
It brings you right back to that
love?
time that you heard it. Whether it's, dancing with your favorite girl at the prom, or any of those things. Riding with the windows down the 101, or
Yeah.
any of those things. It brings that back to you, and it's so amazing because just one of those songs, just one of those Yacht Rock songs, contains how many memories within it. You open
Yes.
up that little container, and how many memories are contained in that. Now when you attach a whole bunch of songs that
Yes.
each have a whole bunch of memories attached to them, you're talk about, we use the term triggering a lot. It's triggering a whole bunch of, like, whoa! I mean, these
Positive.
people, they don't. It's truly a tsunami of all of these memories that are just washing upon them, and there's nothing they can do about it. And all of a sudden, they're meeting a new friend who's standing next to them, or the
Yes.
person behind them, and they're going, "Yeah,
Yeah.
right," And it's
Remember
so
that
cool
one,
because,
dude? Like,
oh
yeah,
my
that I
god,
like that's one of the things I love was like hanging out with my dad when he's hanging out with people he knew from long ago.
and
And
you
they're
hear the
like,
stories.
"Oh man, like my dad has this story. Oh, is it a Led Zeppelin story? I'm gonna have to ask him." I had never heard this story that my dad told, and he was at a concert, and it was a football friend of his, and they went together, and this really famous person shouted them out, and I was like, Dad, when did this happen? He's like, oh man, that was 1974. And I'm like, Jimmy Page did what? Like, like I need to ask him that story, but it was one of those like, I'm 35. How have you never told me this story before? This is incredible.
Yeah,
Oh my God. Like, but that's what connects people.
yeah.
Music connects people and memories, but the privilege and the blessing for you guys as Yachtly Crew is to be able to be up on that stage, and the reason you're successful, I believe, is because you're responsible with the gift. You're responsible with the gift that you've been blessed with, and you do the right thing with it rather than, like you said, being like, everybody shut up, everybody shut up. Let me
Oh
sing this
yeah.
chorus.
Oh
Like you're
yeah.
responsible, and that's what brings joy. I absolutely love that. What's one of your favorite songs that you like to sing?
I like.
There's so many. It's really hard.
I like the. We rarely do it, but it's like walking in the rain and the snow when there's nowhere to go and you feel like a part of you is dying. Oh my god, that one. Sometimes I can't remember the names of some of these songs. It's like
There's such a
because we
huge
switch them
catalog. Oh
around.
my God.
We
Yeah.
switch them around,
Yeah.
and I really love that one. I love "Fooled Around and Fell in Love."
Oh,
I
I
love.
love Fooled Around and Fell in Love. Was that Elvis? Who sings that? What's the guy's name?
Yeah, Elvis Bishop.
Bishop.
Elvis Bishop,
Yeah.
I think is his name. Yeah,
Fooled
Elvis
around and
Bishop.
fell in love. But that's like
Oh,
that's like a jam that your parents were like, "Oh, that was our wedding
yeah,
song.
yeah.
That was our jam." And you
Oh
start
my
seeing your mom
god.
do moves, and you're like, "Wait, what?"
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, and then I also love "All Night Long" because we usually finish off with that. That's usually one of our
Oh, I
encore
love
ones. It's like,
it.
and it's like the total party song,
It's
and
such a good party song.
it's like, and then they bring out the confetti cannon. They bring out the confetti cannon, and like, right at the
I
end.
love
It's,
that.
oh my god.
Wrap
Hold
up.
on.
Kurt, thank you so much, first of all, for doing this interview.
Yeah.
You are a light. You are a rocket of energy, of positive energy. What I like about you is you know what to do with the gifts you've been given. And you keep giving gifts to other people. And I think that's amazing. You guys have to check out Yachtly Crew. You have to check out Bloody Bobby Black Pumpkin. Do you have any other projects coming
Channel.
up or
Oh, and I have a podcast called Inspirado Projecto. I know it's a mouthful, but if anyone ever wants to be a guest on that show,
awesome?
I got a Google Voice number that anyone could call up and leave their
Nice.
dreams or synchronicities, alien abductions, any sort of epiphany that they have.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
56. I'll
No,
send
tell
you that
me.
number,
Tell
but
tell us. Tell
it's
us.
five
Inspirado
it's
Projecto.
561. So it's 561-203-9179. And so anybody, it's a voicemail. They could just call it up, leave it on there, and what I do is I download that, and then I put it up onto my podcast. My podcast is all
I
about
love it.
participation too.
I've listened to your
So
podcast before. I love it.
thank you, thank you.
It's a
I,
mind bender. Like it makes you go, huh, what? Like
thank you,
I love mind bend. I love things that make you think. I
thank
love
you,
it.
thank you. I
I
try to make
love
it as
it.
much of a variety show as possible. And
It's very good. Inspirado,
oh oh
you guys, please check out his podcast, Inspirado Projecto. Curt, give us that phone number one more time. And you
oh yeah.
said we could leave dreams, visions, alien abductions.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Leah, any sort of epiphanies, anything you got, any sort of strange ideas, call up 561-203-9179.
Awesome. Okay, we'll do. We'll do. I'm going to link a link to Inspirado Projecto below. I'm going to link Yachtly Crew, your YouTube page, Yachtly Crew. You guys, Curt is amazing. Thank you so much for doing this. It's been a
Thank
pleasure.
you.
It's been an honor.
Thank you.
I
You've
really
raised the
appreciate
vibration in the room here right now.
I
The
really
cats are
appreciate
levitating.
everything that you do. And I loved working with you and I hope to work with you again.
We will. We totally will. We totally will. Thank you, Kimberly. This has been great.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Take care, Curt.
All right. Bye. Take care.
Bye.